like we agreed last time, we said you should find out what are the factors that affect or how can physical development be affected by children. The other group was supposed to find out the benefits of outdoor play on the children's physical as well as emotional development. So Tanisha is going to start. Tanisha, you ready what to do? Dennis?
Hi, my name is Taisha and I'm presenting on the benefits of outdoor play. The first thing is advanced motor skills. Kids who spend time playing outdoors are most likely to move in ways that changes their muscles, bones and physical endurance. Outdoor play gives kids the space they need to work and play and swim. Kids have to engage in physical activities so that they can strengthen their bones and bodies and their self-sense of confidence. It also allows kids who play sports to practice their skills like kicking the ball, catching and battling. Secondly is low body mass index. Children who play outside more often are more energetic than their friends. So they carry sedentary, meaning they are less likely to become obsessed. The third thing is they improve in their muscles. Outdoor play activities help to boost a child's coordination and strengthen. Example, swinging, playing football, and other things. Fourthly is easier communication with others socially. Children who play outside are more likely to develop observation and reasoning skills.
Is there anyone who has a question? You said they become sedentary. What is the meaning of sedentary?
They are more likely to become obsessed.
What do you mean?
Like they are more likely to, instead of spending more hours in the computer, but they are like more likely to do out, like to experience the environment.
Yes. Do we have any questions to Dennis and Taisha?
Then we will fast.
Or to ask?
And I may get my good notice.
Okay. Taisha, do you mind saying it again and slowly? So that your friends should be able to take some notes if need be.
I'm representing on the benefits of physical outdoor play. And these are the physical things. First of all is advanced motor skills. Kids who spend time playing outdoors are more likely to move in ways that changes their muscles, bones, and physical endurance. Outdoor play gives kids the space they need to work, play, and swim. Kids have to work, play, and swim to engage in physical activities. They can strengthen both their bodies and their self-confidence. It also allows kids who play sports to to practice their skills, like kicking the ball, catching, and battling. Secondly, is it improves their health. Children who play more often outside are more energetic. That their sedentary contractions, they are more likely to become observant and not sitting in front of the television or computer for hours and hours. Instead, they are outside staying active and burning off calories. This will later prevent them from diseases such as diabetes, stroke, and it also boosts their immune system. The third one is it improves their muscle strength and their bones. Kids who play outside and engage in different activities boost the child's coordination and strengthens their bones. Example, swimming, for example. As kids learn to follow the swing more and more, they are engaging all their muscles to hold on and sit up. The last one is easier communication with others socially. Children who play outside are more likely to develop observation and reasoning skills. That's that. Any questions? Excuse me. Any questions?
He was not listening. So I began to answer.
For making occasion in you,
You have a question?
manage what?
Okay, go on.
No, but it's okay.
You were busy doing something in the city.
No, I was trying to compose my question so that it can make sense.
Patience. Yeah, next. Where is all this? Did you work together?
Yeah, on the phone, we discussed with him. I just had to give a voice.
So it was 4 points.
Yeah, the phone is on the phone is
All right, on the same output page, it says emotional development skills.
My name is Asha, and I'm here to present the benefit of outdoor play on child's emotional development. Basically, it encourages children to grow in confidence and self-esteem. Some children are feel more comfortable with themselves, and others, when they are outside, they play with confidence in the knowledge that they can be wiser and they do not feel as restricted as they may be indoors. The second is
Can you explain what happened?
this one. Okay, some children have low self-esteem in terms of playing with others because they're restricted by parents. Then maybe if they go out, the parents may not be help them. So some kids do not feel as restricted as they may be. The second one is playing.
Come again, I don't know about you guys. What are you getting from that point? How does outdoor play help the emotional development of the child? Can you explain that again?
She's studying. Okay. It encourages children to grow in confidence and self-esteem. Some children appear more comfortable with themselves, and others when they are outside, they feel with confidence in the knowledge that they can be wiser, and they do not feel as restricted as they may be indoors. The second one is playing. Playing can help children develop their social skills with others, for example, by listening, paying attention, and sharing play experiences. This helps the child to explore their feelings and develop self-esteem.
Can we have an explanation of that?
Okay, it's talking about when children play with others, they will gain skills in other friends, like maybe they are listening or they are paying attention to what others are saying, they may gain some skills in their opinion.
Any questions?
Any question?
Would you try to elaborate more on the first point? Can you the first point?
On the first point, I'm talking about when children play with others, they gain more self-esteem and they can be wiser. Yeah.
How? Okay, this is a question. You say when they play with others, they gain a self-esteem, they get
And
wise,
they may be confident in themselves. I mean, they appear more confident in themselves.
and
Since
they,
they're getting skills from other peers,
and they can be wise.
yes.
Oh, so how come, like, why is that? Can you try to explain why is that?
They may get knowledge.
No,
Yes, since they are getting more skills in others.
Okay, then you take it from there. The other points we hear are coming from you.
One of the benefits is that children, it benefits children from being exposed to sunlight, natural elements, and open air, which contributes to one of the own strong immune system of physical activity. And it also encourages children to grow in confidence and self-esteem and are being comfortable with themselves and others from outside. They bring confidence in the knowledge that they can do manage their own workers and not feel restricted. Some examples of auto emotional intelligence in learning. Hitting a ball smells the station in the show. And also, it also helps in improvement to sleep more, and in social skills, as such a physical activity during the day helps students sleep better at night, and increase concentration and improve mood next day.
Okay, how does playing outside increase, contribute to your sleep more?
It's like when the child is playing outside, most of the time the music is style is able to benefit his interest.
So when they are very rested, the next day they wake up in a better mood and they can concentrate in the bed. Yeah, you guys are able to take notes? Or you just listening?
Can you explain this?
Exposure to sunlight.
Yes. Exposure to sunlight?
Children benefit from being exposed to sunlight, natural elements, and other air, which contribute to bond the own strong immune system of physical activity.
How do you exposure from sunlight?
When a person is playing outside, the sunlight that is exposed to sunlight, which then helps in some activities. When a child is playing outside the sunlight, that means he receives vitamin D, which helps
doing
him.
what?
He receives vitamin D. Emotional also improves. Emotional also helps.
How?
It's like he becomes active. It's like very rather than
Oh, like
Those are the physical, not emotional.
Yeah.
What is physical? What is physical?
Physical are the things you can see. Like if I
What
answer
is the point that he has raised?
he said it helps in, it makes you more active. So I'm saying that those are the physical things you can see on the child. All the emotional things are not the things that, as from my perspective.
What makes the child active when they are playing outside? Okay, so the point is you are talking about their physical part of it and you're talking about, but you can twist that to fit the emotional part. When someone is emotional, when someone is active, how can that help? Most of the time they are positive people. If you are, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, that when you start exercising, you become very positive. You start a day on the better note. When you wake up in the morning, do some exercise, you can hardly be irritated. He says he's done. Everybody's done. But he had good points. I don't know if you guys have taken that. All right. The next one is now on the effects of poverty on physical development, emotional, cognitive, language, and social. Let's hear from Tawaka, Eric, and Sam.
Thank you.
Social. Effects of poverty on social development. Did you guys work together?
No. But I'm going to say something.
Something that you researched or that you were trying to research now?
No. I had a question. So the effects, I'm Eric. I'm going to present on the effects of poverty on physical, emotional, and social development of a child. So, number one is that a child is not exposed to something which can evoke its mind's its cognitive thinking in the way that we all understand that I'm first. I'm first.
Yeah, I'm working with that.
All right. So we're saying number one is that the child is not exposed to something which can make the cognitive part being developed. Like once a child is coming from an well-to-do family, you find that it is limited for different things. Like an example, you find that the child is not having some kind of indoor play or outdoor play, or sometimes you find that the child is not even eating better, so it affects its cognitive.
You are not
Thank you.
talking about cognitive, you are talking about social.
I said social, emotional,
No, each one of them has got their own thing.
or social.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I also raised mine on that plane. So once a child is playing, it gets the chance to collaborate with others, thus getting more knowledge, and I find that the child is adapting to the environment well. But once you find that the child is limited to that play, the child will just be always in isolation. It will not make that particular child to develop socially. So the other point is that that kid um, that kid doesn't get
Not right.
Before we continue,
yes.
how can poverty affect a child isolation?
Huh?
How can isolation be affected by poverty?
Racial.
Isolation, we talked about isolation as well. Isolation, how can it be affected by poverty?
How can
You talk about isolation and poverty. What is the relationship between the two?
well? So if you get me well, I said like once a child is in poverty, number one, it isolates itself from friends. Like let's take an example. When they go to play, and you find that the child who is coming from a poor background doesn't have a ball. So it will make that particular child like, no, I shouldn't join them just because I don't have a boy, whatever. So that particular child isolates itself from that activity of play. Get the point, right? Yeah, that's all.
Okay. If I can just ask you to quickly summarize what you have said, what would you say?
Okay, just summarize and say like a child from poor background can be affected in terms of socially just because you will not get the chance to play with others, and that will lead to isolation of that particular child.
All right. Any questions?
Ask me questions. What's that?
They don't, so it's fine. Boston and Grace is not here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Boston. Come and present. I'm not even going to say on one because I think you guys you didn't even write down. You're just coming out with stuff.
Nembo vanga ziviri kana mudzi sinanga nagava.
But I said you need to work together. Also,
I'm Boston Davido. Present on how poverty affects the handling development of a child. So maybe to start begin with the definition of poverty. This is the deviation of human basic needs such as shelter, food, and even education. So the moment the child is coming from a poor background family, his or her vocabulary is not good. Independent, he is not able to reach the levels whereby he is supposed to have some new words whereby he can behave the vocabulary he is using at that time. And also, even he is not able to interact with other people from different areas, maybe going to the high schools and other institutions whereby maybe he can learn on how to pronounce some words in a different way to that child was pronouncing before. So the other thing is that the awareness of that child, like over the awareness of the child in terms of speaking and reading skills, because at the moment he is not able to have some new words in his mind, so that maybe he can engage maybe reading and studying skills. So that's what I thought. That's why. So I mentioned vocabulary and it was reading and awareness of
Okay, so language acquisition and poverty, the effect.
effect that it affects the development of the child. The other, it lowers the awareness and reading skills.
Okay, this lowering of reading skills is because of what again?
Because he or she is not able to pronounce maybe some words since those words are not there in his language. So he's not able to read and that's
Who says someone who is under poverty want to be able to read and where is the connection? I want you to connect the dots.
where like over and
Where
okay, you can see that someone who is coming from poor family, he or she is not able to pronounce some words correctly because like the schools he or she has attended when he was young, it was like maybe those schools are those public schools. So I have like sleeping the way
that one a moment.
like an example, you can see that in many of public schools here, like even English, they don't English here. So even though you find out that they have constructed the same place, which way children are playing. So the main like the only way in English is playing. So when the child is growing up, maybe the way many things are really enough. So that will affect his English development. It's not
So you can see that the way he's explaining, we're able to understand what he's talking about, right? That's what presentation is about. You need to say the point and then you explain it. Alright, so the schools that are going, these kids are going to go, they're going to affect their language acquisition. What is that point?
the other one is
Okay, how is the vocabulary going to be affected?
since maybe like the way I was saying that it's just using the word maybe from he don't have time to bring in some new words in his vocabulary in terms of speaking. Maybe the words he is not exposed to different materials whereby he can gain knowledge to add up in his or her vocabulary. So that's how it is. Because you find out maybe a child who is doing this at the high school or the private school, his or her vocabulary is not better than someone who is going to public schools.
Alright. Is there any question? Hilda, you look like you have some. No? Okay. So basically he's saying for someone to add on to vocabulary, it means you need to be exposed. So the more you are exposed, the more you add on to your vocabulary, what is in your sentences. So kids that are coming from well-to-do backgrounds, they are exposed, they go places, they experience different things, and through the experiences, they are also adding on to their bank of words. The next one is, yes, who's your friend? Can I have you?
Piece of bacteria. I'm presenting on how poverty affects the physical development of the child. Poverty influences food insecurity in households. So, children living in food insecurity households and communities will suffer from inadequate nutrition, which can contribute to the physical healthy problems, for example, obesity, as well as mental health issues. During the early years, malnutrition can result in developmental problems. So, this, what I'm trying to say is, when a child is born, it needs to be given, it needs to be breastfed by the mother. After some months, the child is supposed to be given foods that will contribute to the growth of the child. So, children born in households which cannot afford those kind of foods like the 6 groups of food can easily suffer from obesity. Let's say you can give a 8-year-old child Zema to be eaten like as the flow. It needs some foods that contribute to the development of the child. That's why I think it. My name is Irene from Northern
Reading, voice.
My name is Irene Gajibode. I'm also representing the effects of poverty in particular. I said that she mostly focused on nutrition, not really focused on chronic diseases. Chronic diseases. Chronic diseases are defined as conditions that last 1 year or more, and require ongoing medical attention and limit activities of daily living of both. These are diseases such as we have cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and these diseases mostly lead to death or disabilities. So most of these diseases usually come in when, these diseases, poverty affects these diseases. Poverty is involved in these. Okay, these diseases usually come in as because of poverty, because it's either, as you said, the lack of good food, or sometimes medical lack of money to buy the medicine that they need to treat these diseases. And poverty, and sometimes let's say they do not live in proper areas. So the proper areas where these areas where they need them. For example, they live close to a place where they live close to the river where they usually grow water, they usually produce food. So the water might affect them, but the water may be contaminated with germs which can lead to diseases and stuff like that. Yeah.
What are you guys presenting on?
How poverty affects physical development.
What can you guys speak from there? Presentation?
Contaminated water.
What's the meaning? Is contaminated what? Okay, from Isabel's presentation.
6 groups of nutritions.
Nutrition. Isabel, can you summarize your presentation and tell us how poverty affects people?
Okay, poverty affects the child's. Okay, let me say it. Okay,
poverty leads to food insecurity in households, since they're not able to find money to buy enough food in the house. So the kids need some food, like 6 fruits of food, for them to grow, for them to develop very well. So when the parents are not able to provide for them, this might lead to malnutrition. Yeah, so they are not able to provide. So as you say, like when there are some people living in areas where they drink contaminated water, so the water, they might take the water giving the water to the children, which might affect also the development. Okay, so contaminated water leading to diseases, and diseases leading to problems in the physical growth of the child.
And also poverty is leading to less physical health, for example, great exposure to trauma, violence, and crime, and lower social status.
So trauma, violence, lower social status contributes to physical development in one sense.
For example, trauma, when someone, when you're thinking about maybe parents to do the problem, they do not have, the parents don't have to educate these or buy food for the child. This child can grow up to be on the parents and they end up, some people lose weight, others become abused.
Can they go sit down?
Yes.
Sometimes when you're poor, access to health services is also a problem. Yeah, so because of that, the diseases will play a part in physical development. Okay, we can go. The next one is William and Tabitha. We are waiting for him. Let's hear from him.
My name is Timothy Nziko, and I'm trying to present on what are the effects of poverty on a child's development. So, to start with cognitive development, as we already, is that cognitive development is a field where we study in neuroscience, psychology, focusing on the child's development in terms of information processing, language learning, and machine. So, according to our investigation, some of the effects of poverty on child's cognitive development is chronic or prolonged stress. This is trying to tell us that the stress experienced by those who live in extreme poverty can negatively impact early brain development, partially resulting in cognitive impairment. So, on cognitive impairment, I'm trying to tell you that is when a child is having trouble in remembering or learning things, as well as making decisions. That, as well as making decisions, that may affect their everyday life. And this may result in memory loss, as well as completing tasks may be difficult on a developing child. So, another long-term consequences it should be, and this is trying to tell us that the cognitive developing child may be affected with stress and other social conditions of poverty. Also, can increase the risk of the child developing mental health issues, whereby the child who is not able to think well, a child who has stress may have problems with that. Maybe he has a feeling at home and coming to school to concentrate, concentration will not be there. This is what it comes.
Can drug and substance abuse be one of the points you want to test?
Okay, due to stress on according to poverty, yeah, so the drugs can be one of them, whereby maybe just a little stress, maybe the child is not having more attention, maybe the child is maybe something from the parents, and the parents will not be able to give him, may end up using the drugs.
How can a child of 8 months be having stress?
Okay, according to my research, a child who was maybe 8 months having stress, yeah, it can, because the child cannot maybe talk, but he can just be crying because the child hasn't eaten anything.
Anyway, I'm not yet convinced.
When a child having stress,
Yes, I need 8-month child having
how do
stress.
you define stress?
That's what I wanted to ask.
Why are you convinced? Why are you not convinced? Because if you're not convinced, it means you have an idea of what stress is, and stress is not what he is defining in your world.
Okay, can you define stress?
How do you understand stress here?
As for me,
Yes.
stress is a state whereby a person, you are depressed just because of some thoughts and relax. That's how I understand the term stress. So I don't know, maybe from Timothy, what stress in your own perspective.
Did you say it is a state where a person is depressed?
Depressed just because of thoughts and the likes,
Is depression stress?
according to me.
Okay, as I have already told you, you can be stressed in many ways. If the mother cannot be able to breastfeed the child, you cannot know that the child is stressed, but since he cannot talk, the child can just be crying. In the stress, since he cannot talk, he cannot walk, all he can do is just cry.
Children can be stressed, but children cannot be. They can be depressed, but not an 8-year-old, not 8 weeks to 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months, no. But they can be stressed. They can be stressed from heat. They can be stressed from wet nappies and all that. So anything that brings about discomfort stresses them. But now, stressing is not depression. When the stress keeps on coming, then you end up being depressed. It's a continuous thing. Every time and again you're stressed out, and then eventually you get into depression. Now it needs therapy. Yes, continue with your explanation now. Simplifying.
Yes.
Okay, as I was talking about stress, and I said that this may result in cognitive impairment, whereby when the child is having troubles, like when remembering or learning new things, as well as in making decisions, that may affect their everyday life. And this may result in memory loss, as well as completing tasks may be difficult on a developing child.
Okay, any questions? You don't? What is?
effects of poverty on child's emotional development. There is no good level money. While I want
Chair.
Poverty has an impact on one's emotional development. Children who come from low-income families tend to like more due to all the stresses they have. They are under because of not having all the needs that a child should have. Listening. Yes. Children who are coming from low-income families tend to act more due to all the stresses that they are under, and that they are under because of not having all the needs that a child should have. These children may end up suffering from anxiety, depression, social withdrawal, and aggressive behaviors. And depression is a major effect of poverty in the developing children because they are still young. They are still young, so there is no actual way for them to take control. Yeah, that's what I discovered.
Awesome. Can you, in your own words, can you say what you say?
The children are still young.
Children are still young. Children are still young. Okay, well, can you just, in few words, just summarize what you say?
Okay, children who are coming from low-income families, they can't act like as the other children can act because they have stress in them due to their background. Right. So that made people to suffer other diseases. It may also lead to social withdrawal. They might not be looking themselves to their peers because they are stressed.
Question. What theory do you have in supporting the point that children from well-to-do family they experience stress and they cannot act like others?
Can you come again?
What theory you have to support the point like children who come from well-to-do families they don't behave like adults. Because you find that there are some people, some children from well-to-do family, they are doing better than people who are the children from two families. So, what theory do you have to support you?
Okay, it just depends on the problem, is it? But there are some families are absolutely poor. That they can support their children in many in most things, so that their children can be acceptable to their peers. That's very stressful to the kid.
Hey, we are not going to publish. You came to talk about social, but we hardly heard what you said. Go and say.
Well, they didn't ask you questions.
Because you did say anything. They They did ask you questions because you did not say anything.
I always say.
People ask when they have at least learned something, but you almost said nothing. All right, I have sent you what we have been talking about on the page. Almost everything that we have covered. From exams, at least I have washed my hands. So there you are going to find how poverty affects cognitive development, language, how outdoor play is going to affect the physical part as well as the emotional part of the child. Make use of that. Everything else is done to that. If anything strange is going to come, it's not because it's not there, but it's because it has come from back to front, not front to back. Yeah, so if anything, I'll ask you for application. But otherwise, what you have is what is going to be there during exams. Okay,